Make sure you're doing things to progress your life along. Make sure you continuously, even on the weekend when you have that extended period of time, you put more into your craft. YouTube, what it do? All right. It's raining cats and dogs. My oh my. San Fran is pouring hard. This that hard, heavy rain. It's that hard, heavy rain. And it's okay. Ain't nothing like a good rainstorm, good shower for maybe a few hours. That was a bar. Building habits in hostile environments, all right? Personally, off the muscle, off the bat, I'm gonna say change your environment because it makes things, no exaggeration, about 4 times as harder to build habits in hostile environments opposed it being in better environments or even no environments, you know, you're not being around nobody. Compared to building, it's better being around nobody, honestly. So for the ones who are watching this video and you're in a hostile environment or you feel like you are in a hostile environment, people have still made it out, and I'm gonna show you how. First and foremost, when in a hostile environment, you must minimize the style of people you communicate with on a daily basis. For example, if the people you talk to, the people you call friends, if they're not showing signs or doing things consistently or have habits that show that influences their higher self opposed to the lower, then you need to reposition them. That's one way you can still build habits in hostile environments. 2, another way, when it comes to being in these style environments, whether it's your personal home, whether it's your school, or maybe a college, programs you may go to, another way to build habits in hostile environments is to grind when nobody else is. And universally, I don't care where you at, something special about that 4 to 8, that 3 to 7, early morning. So another thing you can do to build habits in hostile environments is to wake up before everybody, before the shenanigans, all right? And to wake up before everybody, more than likely you're gonna have to go to sleep before everybody, and that's okay. Say if you're always going to sleep at 6, 7, 8, while everybody's dealing with the shenanigans and staying up until 1, 2, 3, while you're at the final lapse of your sleep waking up, the shenanigans is going to sleep, and now you get 3, 4, 5 hours early morning to then strengthen your habit and build on things that you want in your life. And you can do this at any age, by the way, at any age. You just got to be conscious enough to understand what you want, clear vision, and then now you have something to work towards every day. Because like I've said in prior videos, when you know what you want to be better at, anything that does not align with it, it's as if the universe shows it very vividly what you should and should not be doing, all right? And then the third one, I don't know if I told you, I didn't. I'm gonna give you overall it's gonna be 3 ways you're able to build habits in these hostile environments, all right? The third habit that you can do to build in, unfortunate environments is speak less. I said it. Stop telling everybody, whether they perceive to be a friend or a foe, whether they're perceived a family member or not. Stop telling everybody the things you got planned. They're not gonna understand it. See, usually in hostile environments, you're around a lot of talkers, yet minimal doers, all right? They're not gonna say that obviously, because there's always something they're doing, but you need to stop telling people or sharing your dreams with folks who never turned their dreams into reality, folks who look at life through a different lens compared to you. So now in that hostile environment, you're speaking less because you got less things to talk about. Yet you're grateful for whatever circumstance you're in or whatever family member you love them, but you just understand how to love them better for yourself. And a way to do such is just speak less. So that's 3 ways you're able to build habits in hostile environments. There's obviously many more I could go on, but those are critical. Those are the top of the top. Now for the word today, it's something I personally have struggled with, yet I found a way to get over, and that's forgiving, merciful, ready and willing to forgive, allowing room for error or weakness. No, that's not it. But willing or able to forgive. Forgiving is for self, and it releases weight that you yourself have put on you for the actions or the unfortunate events of these, say, detrimental environments. It allows you to move forward, because in these type of environments or things that have happened to you, or you come to realizations, resentment is nearly inevitable. But to minimize or even completely eradicate the resentment you may have for individuals or circumstances is forgiveness, forgiving. And the forgiving is for what they did, but it's just for you, for self, so you can take that weight that is holding on to you, making things much more stressful than they have to be. So forgiving is a critical word when and if you decide to maximize the intention of it, and that's for you to ultimately be more effective in things that you want in your life to become eventually a reality. It's a big video today, all right? And it makes sense because today's day 320, a 365 being sober. Yeah. It's another day posted on YouTube every day too, till 1,000 subscribers is a mass. But I don't know if I ever told you, I got a free ebook that can help you kickstart your sobriety journey for a measly, minute 28 days. Just click that link in my bio. I got you. All right. Now, yes, it's Saturday. Yes, a lot of people are just indulging and setting back all the work they probably built up for the week. Majority of people, not all. But you make sure you're doing things to progress your life along. Make sure you continuously, even on the weekend when you have that extended period of time, you put more into your craft, more into what you want to get closer to, so you'll eventually inevitably reach it. Because the feeling of accomplishment is so sensational, it's so unique, and it beats out any day ever the feeling of falling short or the feeling of not giving it your all. Why do you ask? And that's because anytime you usually fall short from said event, or fall short for a competition, or fall short with self not reaching a goal, more than likely you have these visions in your mind that pop up of exactly why you fell short, of exactly why you skipped that extra rep consistently, which became a bigger issue, to exactly why you knew you should have did that 30 minutes of reading or that homework, or you should have talked to that person or trained more in whatever field you want to be better at. All those pop up in your mind when you're finally at said competition and you fall short. And that's why I say that feeling weighs tons more than the feeling of accomplishment once you succeed. And I did it. I'm really like that. And then the celebration for you doing such an accolade feels even that much more amazing. And fast too, all right? It seemed like you grind for something so long, your identity changed, you obtain it within your being, and then you go celebrate or enjoy or travel or take a vacation or something, and it seemed like when you're in that enjoyment phase for that week or 2 weeks, it seems like the fastest time known to man. All right, you blink. I remember when I was just here, or it was just my first day. Now it's day 10. Now I'm going home. Now it's time to lock back in. Or you find yourself having an issue being able to lock to decompress, and you maybe been working the whole time on that vacation to celebrate what you've done because you're already stacking days for your next accomplishment that you'll reach. So I just wanted to get that nugget because I think it also goes hand in hand with forgiving today. I think it goes hand in hand with the initial question of building habits in hostile environments. They all go hand in hand, and it comes down just to the habits. Because once you have the habit, it's now just stacking it. I read that in Atomic Habits. The stacking habits is more effective than just one habit, but it does not discredit gaining a habit into your life because you have it, all right? And because having a habit, you have it. That was a bar. But Saturday, y'all know what to do.